Hello and welcome to the Moonlight Halo Tarot channel, a sacred space for clarity, awareness and healing. I'm an intuitive card reader, clairvoyant, clairsentient and claircognizant. I'm channeling live the messages coming through me for you. Today I felt a call to deep dive in our ancestral patterns and what is the one that needs our immediate attention. Our existence started long before our family line started, and our bodies are made by the same elements that were created by the creations and death of stars. Any shift or alteration in the event that brought to our birth results in our non-existence, the way we are or the way we know ourselves. So this means that we are unique, one of a kind, and that is awesome. But what is an ancestral pattern? This is a trauma, an experience that started long time ago in your family line, in my family line as well, and was transferred to us through the mechanism we call today in psychology intergenerational transfer. And so it happens that every generation goes through similar traumas and experiences, the same as our ancestors in our family line. It's important for us to be grounded in this reality and understand that our family line hold the keys to better understanding family patterns, better understanding ourselves, and a great opportunity to heal those traumas, to transmute these painful memories and to bring hope and love to our family line and to our offspring, thus creating a better future for them. In today's reading, we'll deep dive to our ancestral patterns that started long time ago. We'll see them, understand them, and even see what we can do to change or transmute them to the benefit of our offspring and the future of humanity. You will be amazed to realize how any of what is going on in the world at the moment has to do with ancestral unhealed patterns. So let's shuffle the decks, 3 decks today, with intention and create the different piles. Today I'm working with 3 decks. So let's start shuffling them and ask the question, what are the cards for group? What is the card for group number 1? Yes. What is the card for group number 2? Here it is. What is the card for group number 3? Thank you. Let's move to the next deck. Because I didn't... jumpy cards. Let's ask, what is the card for group number 1, please? Yeah, you have a lot to express. Thank you. What is the card for group number 2, please? What is the card for group number 3? Yes. And the Oracle deck. What is the card for group number 1? What is the card for group number 2? Yes. And for group number 3, yeah. Okay, now please let your intuition guide you. Go with your first instinct. What is the pile that is most calling you? You can pause the video here and take your time to decide which pile you feel called to, and go to the description box below, so you will find there the timestamps and you can go straight to the reading. Maybe you feel called to one pile or two piles, maybe to all of them. Trust your intuition. It's also an exercise to trust your intuition. So let's move to pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. Let's see. Wow, how lovely. This card is the Lovers. Which is also called the Choice. And the Sun. The second card is the Sun. To the Sea. Wow. It takes me some time to get all the information I can from the cards and what I see in my mind's eye and what I hear as well, and the sensation I have, and to be able to translate it to words. There's family pattern connected around choices, group number 1. Around choices. Not just choices, also choices with choices of a partner. The choice who you bring to your family. And what I hear in my ears is the question, did you choose what you really desired, or what your family desired? It feels like there's pressure put on you to choose something to the benefit of your family, sometimes disregarding what is your own best interest. How can we go and look for them? Look, maybe you have stories in your family. Maybe there are still grandparents or maybe great grandparents. You can go and ask about this pattern. Stories about love, how your parents met, how your grandparents met, why they decided, why they chose each other. There are stories going on in every family about it, about major sacrifices our ancestors had to. But it feels to me it has to do with romantic relationship and creating the next generation, kind of keeping everything together. There's also the choice to celebrate life. Feels like ceremonies are highly important in your family line. I'm wondering, and here is the advice to the sea. See this little fairy, she is on her boat, small boat, with her compass and the sea is deep. Sea represent emotions. And I'm wondering, what is that you want? Are you facing a choice right now? Do you know what do you want? Can you make the differentiation between your interest and your family's interest? Do you feel there's opposing forces there? This uncomfortable feeling must be felt. You are doing what you can to avoid it, but the issue is to be with it, not to be afraid to feel it, because it holds the key to navigate you. Usually the right side of the card is the future. What is that you're actually wanting? If you were if you know what you know about your family line now, what do you think about the choices your ancestors made? Do you want to change this pattern? And if so, the first thing is to feel it, not to be afraid, to let it sink in. It also feels like that I hear abundance, and the questions, where will it be more abundant? This was also something very important in your family line, abundance. Yeah. Well, I think I'll stop the reading here, group number 1. Thank you Remember, recognizing this pattern is the first step of your healing journey. And my question for you today, how does this ancestral pattern show up in your life right now? I would love to hear your reflection in the comments. So let's create a space of shared healing. Share with us in the comments below. And if this mirror spoke to you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to join our journey. Your free will is your most sacred gift, so use it with grace, and see you in the next reading. Thank you, group number 1. Hello, group number 2. Let's see your cards. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune. No. It's not the Wheel of Fortune, sorry. It's the Ten of Pentacles. How interesting. And the Knight of Pentacles. A new life. Let me be with the pit with the cards, because I'm taking what I get, what I hear in my ears, the sensation I have, and I'm trying to translate it to words to make a coherent message for you. Your ancestors were facing they used to be to start over. I hear start over in different places of the world. I hope you can see that you can see different people in different places on earth. You have pioneers in your family line, and this is something, it's part of your strength, but also part of your family patterns. Start all over again, like this Knight of Pentacles, which is the slower knight on the tarot deck. I feel this earthy energy, very grounded, close to the earth. I think there were many people who worked the land in your ancestral line, family line. It means that you had to grow with a lot of patience. Your ancestors were not afraid to go to another place on earth and start all over again. Maybe they didn't have a choice. Maybe they were running. Maybe they were looking for a better future. They were planting seeds. And I don't think you find it, in a sense, you don't like it, but you have it in you as well. Start all over again, start all over again. Yeah, it can be so tiring. It can be traumatizing as well. But the connection with the land, the connection with the earth, is something very important to you. Do you like gardening? Just wondered. The sun is really important as well. Your family pattern is to be a pioneer. Start all over again. Don't be afraid to move, to change places, change countries, change states. Move to a different, even different weather, different cultures. Doesn't matter. And for you, roots, highly important for you to have your roots in a place, and it feels like you crave the belonging, to be in the same place for a long time. This is the other side of, this is what is reflected from the mirror of being a pioneer, of being one who is not afraid to go to another place and look for new opportunities, better way of living. And this is what this oracle card is saying. It's about new life. Look at it. She emerges from the egg, the fairy emerges from the egg. This is something that you know you have in you, but you are also afraid of it. You are asking yourself, when is the right time to leave and start all over again? Am I able to do it? And what I feel like is that bringing this up, this topic, to discuss with yourself before you discuss it with other members of your family, is highly important. Bring it to your awareness. Maybe you feel the urge, you feel the conflict between wanting to stay in the place you are in at the moment and the need to create a new life, new future, different future, in a different place. And this is something that needs a thorough thinking, and also to be able to feel the emotions. Go back to the stories that are told in your family about the different members who started all over again. Look at the stories and let them sink and see if they inspire you and what comes up for you, and look for the signs. The universe is always talking to us through different signs in your own language of symbols. Yeah. Thank you, group number 2. I hope that you recognize this pattern and understand that this is your first step of healing. My question for you today is how this ancestral pattern show up in your life right now. I would love to hear your reflections in the comments below. So let's create a space of a shared healing. If this mirror spoke to you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to join our journey. Your free will is your most sacred gift. Use it with grace, and see you in the next reading. Thank you, group number 2. Hello, group number 3. Let's move to your cards. The Fool. The Tower. And imagine, wow. Wow. What immediately catches my eye is, look, the skies. Look at the ceiling, it's blue, and here the sky. It takes me some time to get the messages from the cards, from what I hear and what I see in my mind's eye, and the sensation I have. So, yeah, thank you for being patient with me. A leap of faith. The Fool always comes with a leap of faith. Always bring this air of a leap of faith. And to choose to move forward. And it's interesting with the combination of the Tower. This one is a small tower. What happened? The cup was broke. The cup is broken, and she is in red. Maybe she's furious about it. Maybe it's a stupid thing that happened. There are different cards, different art expressions of the Tower. This is something that always in this deck always interested me, because Tower moments are a moment of something is happening that shakes our perception. It can shake our world. It can be kind of, major falling down of structures in our life, like divorce, like wars, like getting fired out of and suddenly out of nowhere. And it can be also aha moments that cause us to change the perspective we look at things. Sometimes it's not the big things that happens. They are both looking to the same direction. Also, the moon is looking to the same direction, and it has to do also with the past. Very interesting. When you do stuff, it's something with your family line. They do stuff with the belief that this is the right thing to do. They have the belief that their choices and what they did, whatever they choose, was the right thing to do, and maybe the only thing to do. Like it wasn't really a choice. And this is something that is not true at all. You always have a choice. Even if people put a lot of pressure on you, even when they try to limit your choices, yet you have a free will, and you can use your free will to decide what you are choosing. I hear in my ears, I had no choice. I had no choice. There's also a pattern in your family line with, I don't know, rage for some of you. Like, I hear it, I had no choice. And this is something that is important to look at. Really, did you have no choice? Did they have no choice? Is it true what they could do? What the feeling like there's like you are a subject to destiny. This is the ancestral pattern that comes up. That it doesn't matter what you will do, the tower moment will always come, and you will feel like you have no choice. I'm wondering if this is something you heard stories about in your family line. And if it's something that you feel at the moment. The key is in, being able to imagine how it was to be in your ancestors' shoes, so to speak. Or in your shoes, is it even a possibility to look at the things from a different perspective, from a different angle, maybe to ask for advice, ask for a sign, ask for another perspective? It feels to me like there is a need to broaden the perspective. It feels to me like the ancestral pattern is like feeling like destiny is touching your shoulder all the time, that you cannot run from it. It doesn't matter what you will do, but this is not true. Maybe this is the way you feel at the moment, and this is something that came up in your ancestral line, in your family line, but it represents a certain perspective that should be questioned with a huge question mark. Thank you, group number 3. And remember, recognizing this pattern is the first step of healing. My question for you today is, how does this ancestral pattern show up in your life right now? I would love to hear your reflection in the comments below. So let's create a space of shared healing. And if this mirror spoke to you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to join our journey. Your free will is your most sacred gift, so use it with grace, and I'll see you in our next reading. Thank you so much.